Cho, what the fuck is good? It's your boy Dill. We back in the gym and we doing some chest today. So right now we're just starting off on the bench press. Like my squat video really. I like to start my workouts with a lot of power movement. So we're starting here with 60 kilos, and then we move up by the half plate. So yeah, moving up to the half plate here. Start with high reps, getting the best of both worlds in, and then eventually move up to a rep range of about 5 to 8. Sometimes if I'm training with someone, which I didn't today, I'll go a little bit heavier, around 3 reps. That's normally at around 140 kg, 3 plates, 315 pounds for you American boys out there. So yeah, when I'm training chest, really, I've struggled a bit with chest progression. Not as much strength-wise, because I do have quite strong shoulders and triceps. They tend to take over in my bench press a little bit, so it's a bit unfortunate. I'm really just starting to activate the chest a little bit more. And the past year or so, I've been getting a better chest pump, just from keeping my elbows in, really. Finding out what works for me, and not locking out all the way at the top. You'll see on my presses, I come all the way down to my chest, but I don't really like to do I'd say like the third quarter of the movement, just because I feel it takes tension off my chest. You could say it's stopping me from progressing to like higher lifts, because when I do go up to about 140, on the lockout I struggle a little bit. But if I did really train for it, doing like floor presses, pin presses and things like that, I think I'd progress as such in getting a bit stronger. But hopefully I'll get a little bit stronger in my ways anyway. I'll just keep on my diet and I move up slowly. So here we got 120, 275. We got serious, bro. The hoodie came off, the arms are out. You done know. We're about to get flexy on him. Alright, let's see. I think I'll get this at about 7 reps. So normally I get about 8 reps with the spotter. Hopefully you see that in another bench press progression video I will do. But I'm not sure if I mentioned this earlier. I normally do like pyramids as such when I'm on my power movement, like I did on my squat video. So working back down to 100 kg after doing 2 sets on 120, 275, 5 to 8 reps. They were the heavy sets, got them in. Again, as I'm working back down, I'm trying to really focus on the squeeze, isolate that chest muscle, and generally just get the most volume I can really, from doing sets on sets, keeping the tension, slowing it down on the downward movement of the pyramid. I think I only get about 9 there. My counting is so off when I'm under the bar, whether it be squats or bench or even deadlifts. I go into this focus mode of just trying to press the weight and get the best contraction I can. I often forget where I'm at, so it's almost like I think that's about 8, or I think that's about 12. I think that's 15. I'll rack it. So I do a lot of my workouts off feel, really. It's worked for me. I do need to get a little bit more regimented, but we'll see over time how we progress. And we are moving on to 60 kilos here. Got the fresh Nike outfit on today with the Jordan vest, repping the Jordan 11s. You gotta look fresh in the gym, baby. You already know. Alright, 60 kg here, 15 to 20. This time I am focusing on the squeeze like hell. Not even going all the way down to my chest, just keeping a time under tension. Keeping a constant tempo. Really trying to squeeze the hell out of the upper chest and the lower chest. There we go. think I rest it here on my chest. Don't try this if you're a beginner. Resting it on your chest is something I've learned over the years of lifting, over the past 3 or 4 years of experience I've had. Moving on here to a decline fly variation on the cables. Shout out to my boy Mark Ball. We did this the other week and we got a hell of a contraction when we were on the lower chest and the upper chest. I actually got more of a contraction on the upper chest here than I do on incline flies. I'm not really sure about the science why. Someone can feel free to tell me, or I might go find it out myself. But I found like doing decline movements like this, in the whole pectoral itself, I do get a better contraction. So I'm definitely going to implement this in my workouts more. See if I can get more physique progression as well as strength, helping general develop my chest. Here I move on to dumbbell presses. I think this is 45 kilos, one of the heavier sets. As you can see in the bottom right hand corner, I normally do 2 lighter sets of that can be anything for you, so whatever you progress up to, and then I do the 2 heavier sets at the end, so I get the best of both worlds. Again, I keep saying that, but it's about the best of both worlds, being strong and physique development as well as muscle growth. That's my general goal. So staying as aesthetic as possible and being an athlete, really. I know we're saying that, but only using bog standard movements, but that's what people want to do, is bog standard movements at the moment. There's a lot of complex movements out there like Olympic lifts and as such, but there's too much science behind them. So yeah, moving on here to, I don't even know what you call these, bro. It's upper cable flies, tings, something like that. But you get a great contraction on your upper chesticles. Moving on here to the decline. Again, I felt a great contraction in my upper chest and lower chest, keeping constant tension on. This is again one of my heavier sets, 100 kilos. I started on a plate, moved up to 1.5 plates, and I did 2 sets on 2 plates, and I think I ended up doing a drop set. Take my word for it, I didn't get the footage. And then here we have our burnout. This is another exercise I've just started to implement in my routines. Inward facing presses / flies, more so a press, and I really do feel this on my upper chest and generally around it in the inner part as well. That's through my muscle connection and just experimenting with positions of the dumbbell. I'd highly recommend it. And then I superset it here with it's almost like an incline press up as such on the dumbbell rack. Really not, there's no weight behind it. This is all this is all contraction of the pectoral, keeping my elbows in, really trying to get that squeeze on the inner chest. Yeah, but that's what I did today. Hope you enjoyed the workout. Peace out, motherfuckers. Subscribe, you done know.